So you can see, this is not an ordinary ship that we're bringing here to the Port of Los Angeles. This is a unique ship that has a history all the way back to World War II. What I want to do is just tell you right now, we have an opportunity to bring a ship that's worth, if we were to build it today, $1 billion. And we can bring it here for no taxpayer expense. The Pacific Battleship Center is funding this whole project. And we've got another reason that we can bring a lot of people down here into the Port of Los Angeles. We figure estimates of about 450,000 visitors will be visiting this ship each year. It's going to be a world-class attraction when we finish the entire project. It'll have a land-based museum that will feature all the battleships in the entire world and in the United States. And again, this is the last available battleship. There are no battleships built after World War II. We built 4 Iowa-class battleships, and we kept bringing them back every time we needed them. There are only a few ships now on the east coast of the battleships. So when we bring this to the Port of Los Angeles, if they allow us to, we will have the only battleship on the west coast. Just real quickly, I want to show you, this is our current Pacific Battleship team. Every one of those boxes up there is somebody who's supporting behind me. Our board of directors includes architects, naval architects, marketing folks, and we also have the grandson of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. H. Delano Roosevelt is on our board of directors helping us through this project. The NAVSEA donation process, basically when the ship comes up for donation, we just need to show the Navy that we have enough money to tow it from where she's at right now, put her in her berth spot, and open it up for visitation. And the Navy will give us the ship, and we take title of it for free. The timeline, the Navy put this thing back out for bids back in May. We sent in our letter of intent, about 50 pages. It was accepted. The next day, they sent us back that our letter of intent was accepted and our application is due the day before Thanksgiving. Our target award for this ship is summer of 2011. That would be the earliest date that we'd be able to bring the ship in here. Funding. $8.5 million what we've identified to be able to meet the NAVSEA minimum requirements. We've got another $24.5 million allocated in order to bring the land-based museum online and some special items on board the ship. Total project's about $33 million. The way we're accomplishing this is we have hired 2 fundraisers, one in California. He just finished raising $38 million to the Pacific Air Museum over in Pearl Harbor. He's identified 300 donors for this project already. We also have a professional fundraiser in the state of Iowa. She's already got a couple $1 million that she's identified for this project, and more importantly, she's our contact because the state of Iowa wants to see this ship preserved. The governor in April signed a bill allocating the 10-member committee to raise $5.5 million. That's their goal for whoever is awarded the ship. So the funding for taxpayers is not a problem. We are handling this all privately funded. Of course, the Iowa is a historical ship, going back to World War II and in almost every war, including her sisters, including Vietnam and the Gulf War. We have a big history here and an opportunity for our kids to actually touch history and not just read about it in books. We've got also, we want to open up the ship as much as we can. So we have 5 tours that takes you all over the ship, including all the way down to the powder magazines, all the way up to the top of the conning tower. The Iowa is one of the few that actually has an open conning tower up on top, the main director. So it's going to be open for everybody. School field trips, we're looking about almost 20,000 children a year from all the local schools in the LA and Orange County area. That's what our school education programs are running. We also have overnight youth groups, and we even have extended Navy camps for the summertime. This ship also can serve as a disaster preparedness center. We're working with LAPD Commander Captain Billy Hayes, as well as the fire department. We've talked to them already about utilizing this in the event of an emergency. We've got food, water, available berthing spaces, emergency power, emergency radio systems already set up on board the ship. Jobs. Since right now our economy is pretty bad, this kind of brings a ray of hope for some people down there. We are going to employ, when we're done, about 100 jobs. And we figure from the economic impact, we're going to probably have another 100 jobs from people coming in for reunions for the hotels, the restaurants. So about 200 jobs should be affected and brought on board with this project. Our community benefits. I just visited the USS Midway down in San Diego, talked to their CFO. After 3.5 years of operation, they did a study of how much actual economic impact they did. When they've been out now for 6 years, By the time they finish in 10 years, the economic impact is almost $500 million to the local region. If we're looking at, we're not a Navy town, we're starting new, we're a battleship, we're just projecting half of those numbers, so after 10 years, we'll probably bring in about $250 million overall. Of course, it's a Hollywood production site, and then since we're nonprofit, we also have some monies in there to help some of the other museums in the historic core to help them. Revenues for the city, we have $1 million. Our sales tax revenues are going to be for the ship alone. And we figure we're analyzing about 3% of visitors will be coming here to LA from our overall percentage, which should be about 10 million overall into the city coffers. Okay. Our opportunity sites. The waterfront EIR, you've heard a lot about it. We've analyzed the waterfront EIR, and this is what they call Plan Area 2. And they've designated these as opportunity sites. These warehouses here, this warehouse over here, and this is where they want to build the new cruise port terminals, one on this side and one on that side. The area that we would like to occur is right here. Now the waterfront EIR specifically for this area is designated for tourist attractions, maritime related museums, and educational institutes. We think we fit the bill for all three. So just to give you an overall view of the East Channel area, we actually put 3 Iowas here where we have some opportunity sites. We know that this is the second cruise berth that's supposed to be built second. The first one's supposed to be here, and with the downturn in the cruise traffic right now, it's possible that might be available for a 10-year position. We need to show a 10-year lease is what we're looking for. If you have any questions that you're not going to answer today, because I know we're short on time, in the back of your flyers, you have USS Iowa support at Gmail. Send me an email. I'll send you a 30-page project summary report that's in detail. Start giving you regular updates each week. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you. Good presentation. Appreciated that a lot. Okay, then we'll vote. All those in favor of a motion that the Northwest San Pedro Neighborhood Council is in support of a relocation of the USS Iowa to San Pedro, signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? Abstentions? Okay, motion carried. Thank you very much.